Thank you for still being with Dragon Cool. This time Dragon will discuss the continuation of the Dragon Ball Super series, because the second anime season hasn't been released yet, so we'll discuss the manga or comic version. After the Tournament of Power was over, and Android 17 was declared the winner, all the Z fighters returned to Earth. Apart from that, Prince Vegetable also promised to give a yacht to 17 as a gift because he was their savior. After arriving at the core capsule, they were greeted by Bulma, who had been waiting for their arrival. After that, Whis took Freya back to her planet, and 17 also returned to the island of the animals. There, Goku was still contemplating about Jiren's great strength. Vegeta also feels the same way, that he couldn't beat Ultraman Jiren at all. Beerus advises that the universe is vast. But Goku is still stubborn and says, it's not just the universe that is strong. Take a look at Android 17, he doesn't do much, but somehow he's just as strong as them. The barbarian monkeys didn't do anything. When Bulma heard this, her blood became angry. At least L, the person, has a job. Bulma answered firmly. Certainly very different from the two scions he knows now. The Vegetable Prince immediately complained to Goku. Why is Goku even discussing that? Moreover, Vegeta still hasn't received an apology from Bulma because Vegeta has promised to ship to 17, without Bulma knowing. Goku just scoffed, then he left, leaving Vegeta, who was still having problems. Practice again sometime. Bro Prince Kongak immediately became angry when he saw Goku, who ran away. And to put his wife in a good mood again, Prince Vegeta will do everything he can, including changing her diaper, and even warming up the child's milk too. The state of the 12 universes has now returned to peace. Unless Frieza is revived, he will still do evil. In between the saga, he brought the Saiyan Broly to fight Goku and Vegeta. But luckily, our two fighting maniacs can still protect the Earth. So after some time passed, Goku came to meet Vegeta to train. Actually, the Vegetable Prince had been waiting for Goku for a long time. They also practice in the gravity room, because if they go outside they will get complaints from their neighbors. In between battles, Vegeta asks about Goku's current Ultra instincts. Goku replies that he hasn't done that since the tournament. Vegeta also taunts Goku because Goku cannot use Ultra Instinct as he pleases. Goku says there are no shortcuts. Just keep practicing, surely one day he can do it. Vegeta agrees with Goku, because Vegeta doesn't want to fight shoulder to shoulder with Goku anymore. Goku is fine too, because he prefers to fight alone. An alarm sound suddenly appeared, followed by Bulma's voice calling them. They immediately came out to ask what happened. Bulma said that some mysterious group appeared at Mr. Satan's place and then kidnapped Majin, Fat Bu. Hearing that, Vegeta didn't seem to care. He was sure that even though Majin Bu was kidnapped, they shouldn't forget that Majin Bu was still very strong. Goku thinks they might be fighting a new villain. Bulma replies that she still can't confirm that. Vegeta also didn't feel it. However, Goku was still curious, and invited Vegeta to just check it out. Even so, Vegeta angrily refused Goku's offer, and chose to go alone. Moving to Satan's house, he is seen stopping someone from taking Majin Buu away. Satan shot them, but one of them also used a gun to stop Satan's bullets. The person wanted to explain something to Satan, but Goku immediately came to their place. Not long after, Vegeta also appeared, flying alone from her house. Without further ado, Goku immediately asked why they took Majin Buu away. Satan was so happy to see two deaths come to his aid. The mysterious person was no exception, who was quite surprised too. And apparently, he knew who they were. Then, Goku immediately moved quickly to beat the aliens until they were no longer helpless. But the mysterious person was quite annoyed. He moved quickly behind Goku, then managed to shoot his electric beam until Goku fell. Satan and Vegeta were certainly surprised to see Goku defeated so easily. Suddenly, the man appeared behind Vegeta, and then shot Vegeta down like Goku too. In the end, Satan couldn't do anything when Goku and Vegeta were also taken by them. However, the man didn't seem like a bad person, because he intended to ask their help for something. Then, Goku and Vegeta were woken up by Jocko, who turned out to be on the same plane as them. After that, it was explained that the people who kidnapped them were the Galactic Police where Jocko worked, and the previous man named Meruz, who was the #1 elite agent in charge of 104 sectors in the galaxy. Very different from Jocko, which only manages 3 sectors. Vegeta then asks if Meruz is a galactic elite. What does he want from Majin Buu? Meruz explained that they had been careless because a heinous criminal had escaped from prison, where criminals are locked up in the galaxy. Now they know that to recapture this criminal they need the help of someone's power, and that person is the great god who is now sleeping in Majin Buu's body. We know that Majin Buu had previously swallowed Dai Kaioshin, who was the strongest KO of his time. It is said that 10 million years ago, the Kaioshins managed to hold back hundreds of meteors that suddenly fell. There was one meteor that managed to hit Dai Kaioshin. This made the Kaioshin panic, but apparently, Dai Kaioshin managed to hold the stone and then threw it. And actually, all the meteors came from the strange enemy they were fighting. Not only did it attack them, the creature also attacked the inhabitants of other planets until they all died. And the scary thing is, this creature can reduce a planet to a small bean, then eat it greedily. The Kaioshins were shocked. They thought, is this how the creature absorbs the planet's energy? Suddenly, the creature released superhuman strength, which again had an attack power that rendered the two Kaioshins helpless. From there they realized that after the creature absorbed the planet, the power it had would increase rapidly. Then, one of the galactic police named the creature as Moro the Planet Eater. So far Moro has been charged with destroying the Iregi star system and causing the mass extinction of 320 planets. Because of that, no galactic police dared to fight Moro. And leave all this to the Kaioshins alone. Kaioshin now feels hopeless. If Moro's strength increases again, then they won't be able to do anything. They kept thinking of ways to overcome Moro's magic. Suddenly Dai Kaioshin said he would use his godly power to seize Moro's magic. This suddenly shocked Kaioshin. There really is a technique like that? Bro, Dai Kaioshin replied, this is too dangerous to teach to other people. Dai Kaioshin created it himself and he felt that one day it would be useful. And now is the right time. Dai Kaioshin gathered energy in both hands, then he fired the move very powerfully. Instantly the move hit Moro, so Moro didn't even think that the Kaioshin Dai had a move this powerful. And that's how the great god used his most powerful jutsu to seal Moro magic. Moro was captured and handed over to the galactic police. But Maruz believes that Moro is a strong fighter even without magic. He had been sentenced to death, but unfortunately no one could kill him. In the end, Moro was given life imprisonment. Vegeta and Goku were very surprised that Moro was still alive. Even after 10 million years. Especially now that Moro has run away, I'm worried that Moro has gotten his magic back. Therefore, the galactic police need the power of a great god to arrest and imprison him again. Their only hope is to somehow take the power of the chief king from within the Majin Buu. But at this time, Majin Buu himself was still asleep. In fact, he was sure that when they brought him here, Majin Buu was asleep, not unconscious. Therefore, Majin Buu will be very difficult to wake up. None of the galactic police could wake him up. In the midst of this chaotic situation, Goku got an idea to help them catch Moro. Of course, this made Maruz very happy. Meanwhile, the vegetable prince looked annoyed. Because firstly, they had dragged him here. Then now, even asking for help. What are they doing? Said Vegeta with an annoyed face. Maruz always said that he had heard rumors about Goku and Vegeta's strength. While rubbing the back of his head, Goku answered that he didn't know. Because for him there were still many stronger people in this universe. Vegeta thinks, if he can't read Ki Maruz. But he was sure that Maruz was far from weak. Maruz was not only able to exploit an opening, and also move swiftly, but he managed to trap Goku and Vegeta from behind. For Vegeta, it has shown his true Maruz ability. Then, they had a guest, namely the King of the Galaxy, who appeared to hold an introduction ceremony. Goku immediately recognized him, because he had come during the battle between the 7th universe and the 6th universe. But again, Goku grabbed the wrong tentacle, which was actually the King's genitals. Currently, the King is appointing Goku and Vegeta, and appointing them as special members of the Galactic Patrol. Their term of office until the escaped Moro prisoners were captured. Apart from that, Jaco has prepared police uniforms for them, but Goku and Vegeta don't want to wear them. This was because Goku felt that the clothes would make it difficult for him to move. Finally, they were given the Galactic Patrol symbol on each of their shirts. Suddenly, many galactic police came running, making them wonder what was happening. One of the members said that the enemy brothers had stolen something again. Maruz said, they never learn. It seemed like they were going to face an old enemy again, and since they still hadn't found any traces of Moro, Maruz himself would take care of this matter. Maruz tells Goku and Vegeta to stay here and wait until he returns. However, Vegeta will also go. He openly wanted to see Maruz's true abilities firsthand. Goku immediately agreed with that. Since there was no other choice, Maruz also agreed and took them on his mission. Currently the Macarini brothers are attacking the police on that planet. They managed to knock out all the police, and will sell all the stolen goods on this train. Then, the galactic police finally arrived. Maruz immediately went down to one of the train carriages, where he was suddenly attacked by one of the criminals. They seemed to already know each other. Well, when he was careless, the criminal threw his gun down, which suddenly aimed at the carriage joint, destroying it. Goku, Vegeta and Jaco are still on the plane to see Meru's in action. Then the criminals changed their destination paths until their carriages were separated from each other. In fact, the villain shot the rails to destroy the train line. Meru's also used a flying technique, but used a device on his shoe. He asked Jaco to hold the carriage he was riding. And unbeknownst to Goku and Vegeta, Meru's was quickly above the tunnel that the criminals were going through. However, when they ambushed them, the criminals had already left by plane. Luckily, Goku immediately came to ambush them. Finally, the criminals couldn't escape anymore. But suddenly, something strange happened. The plane the criminal was on had actually been sabotaged by Meru's, which is even unbeknownst to Goku and the criminals there. Only the vegetable prince knows how great Meru's really is. So, even though Goku didn't stop the villains, Meru's actually managed to do it himself. And the big question for Vegeta is that the main priority should be saving the train, because he wanted to save the conductor and engineer. So, how could he have it to sabotage their plane? Vegeta was annoyed. Why could he miss that? In fact, he's been keeping an eye on them ever since. The criminals were successfully arrested again. Vegeta then scolds Meru's that he should have finished this sooner. Vegeta knows that Meru's is hiding his power, because Vegeta felt that his eyes never lied. However, Meru's still maintained that he never hid his strength in the slightest. Vegeta again challenges Meru's, and asks, can you not catch Moro yourself? Meru's answered that he was probably number 1 in the Galactic Police. However, Moro was on a different level than him. Moro's power is known to have no limits. Goku asks, does he mean that Moro can continue to get stronger? Meru's made sure of that. And if they didn't catch Moro soon, then things would likely get worse. During the conversation, suddenly they received news from the Galactic Police that they had succeeded in finding Moro's location. This shocked the two fighting maniacs. Goku, who was happy, immediately searched for Moro's location using his son Kanito. And after searching for a long time, Goku was finally able to find the location of Moro, the old goat who was tens of millions of years old. Then, whether they could defeat Moro the Planet Eater. Watch the sequel on the Dragon Cool channel.